So this is the video for the young guys who are ambitious, who want more out of life, who don't want to be stuck in the rat race, and who are struggling to kind of find the way in life, get onto their feet, and really get themselves separated from maybe a friendship group, from the rest of the crowd, so that you can actually do stuff with your life. And so far you might have started going to the gym, you might have started lifting weights, you might have started meditating, you might have started binge watching self-improvement videos, you might have discovered Hamza, you might have discovered me, although I'm quite a bit of a smaller channel than Hamza's. You might have discovered Ali Abdaal. There's so many different self-improvement YouTubers from like specific niches or just all the way up to like covering everything, right? And that's kind of what I do. And I was in this exact same position about 3 years ago when I originally started improving my life. I started going to the gym, and it started off with the fitness kind of YouTubers, right? I got into the fitness content, learned about how to lift weights properly, learned about all that stuff. And then that kind of gradually takes you into that broader picture, that umbrella where fitness comes under, which is just wanting to improve your overall self, right? That is self-improvement. And it's kind of such a big blanket picture. And I was in the same situation where I started watching some Hamza's videos, got super inspired. I was like learning so much about self-improvement. But every night I'd find myself just watching video after video after video, and all the editing and the fancy transitions and the Wojak memes and, you know, the Jeffrey and the Adonis kind of, you know, difference there, and all the stuff that you talked about with those two characters that he made up. And it was all kind of becoming a bit more like entertainment rather than actually helping me. And it got to the point where I watched pretty much all of Hamza's videos from when I discovered him up until the point I'd actually watched every single video of his, and I was just waiting for him to post a video every day and to watch that video. And I would used to be excited every time it would pop up on my feed. I'd get a little buzz because I could just watch this little, you know, quick 8-minute video, and it would just give me so much value, but also entertainment. And it sort of became a routine for me to just constantly watch self-improvement YouTubers. And then I ended up, you know, finding all these other self-improvement YouTubers like Ali Abdaal, and I was watching all of his videos. And before you knew it, I was just sat at my laptop on YouTube watching video after video after video. I'd have the YouTube app on my phone and I'd be subscribed to all these people, so I'm getting all these YouTube shorts for like motivational stuff. I started getting into the whole Andrew Tate thing, right, because that's kind of self-improvement as well, making money online, all these different content creators. And I kind of got absorbed into it all to the point where I was spending a lot of time on YouTube watching videos. And this is why I think this video that I'm making today might be important, and it might be relevant to you if you're kind of finding yourself in this loop, this endless feedback loop. And it all starts with that famous quote that everyone knows, right? You can give a man a fish and he'll be fed for a day, or you can teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. And that is kind of this whole situation with self-improvement, right? I and Hamza and lots of other self-improvement YouTubers are trying to teach our audience, to teach you stuff that we know about self-improvement from our own experience, from our research, from, well, yeah, I guess those two things, right? And we're trying to teach you things about how to improve your life, tips and tricks, insights, techniques, that sort of thing, habits, and or to just motivate you, right? And that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to teach you to sort of fish in that sense, right? In terms of that quote. But the issue comes with, you can't just be constantly taught, you actually have to go and fish eventually, right? That man who you taught to fish has to actually go out and fish, right? This is the problem that I encountered. I was watching so many videos, feeling so inspired, so motivated, that I ended up doing something which is called mental masturbation. And this is where you think you're on self-improvement. You truly believe in your head, and you tell your friends all these different habits. Oh, it's not good to play video games, guys. You're not going for a morning walk in the sun. That's not good. You need to go outside, get morning sunlight. You need to get your circadian rhythm started and all this stuff, right? You start listening to all the podcasts and you're getting all the information. You go out and tell people and all this stuff, but you don't actually do it yourself because you're in this mental masturbation where you think you're learning all this stuff, you're getting good at it. You know, you're actually taking in all the information about self-improvement and you're feeling good about it all, but you're not actually going and applying that, right? One of the biggest things that I did wrong when I first started on self-improvement was I was on self-improvement, but I didn't have a business or a way to work that I was actually passionate about. Because a big part of self-improvement is working on a project that you are actually passionate about, that you care about. One of the things that I've said on this channel that I've had a bit of criticism for is the whole dropshipping thing, right? So I get that dropshipping can be a great business model if you're like really good at that and you're really into that, right? You can make a lot of money, like probably way more money than this YouTube channel will ever make. But it's like, do you care about products from China that get sold to people and have stupidly long delivery times and all this stuff, right? If you're not passionate about it, then you may as well just go and work a 9-to-5 and become like, work your way up and become like a big like head of the company or something and get like 100 grand a year, because you'll probably make the same money, but it's like, it's just a job that you don't care about. Does that make sense? Like, you need to be working on something you're passionate about. So a big mistake I made when I was getting on self-improvement, getting into fitness, trying to improve my life, is I was watching all these Hamza videos. I was really getting up to self-improvement, but I was still working on these crappy dropshipping companies. I thought I was like doing online work, like my deep work and stuff, right? And it would just be me opening up my laptop, going onto Shopify and like updating some product listings and doing some Facebook ads and all this like cringe stuff, right? And it was like not making any money, and it was like clear from the get-go it wouldn't make any money, right? Especially with the print on demand stuff, right? So I was doing all of this work and I thought I was being super productive and doing great work and being great on self-improvement, but I was actually working on a project that I didn't care about. I wasn't passionate about it. And in the back of my mind the whole time, I knew, I mean, even from being very young, I set up a YouTube channel when I was like back in the day, when I was super young, I set up a YouTube channel, and it was like a drawing art YouTube channel, right? And then I like must have deleted it or something, but that didn't do anything, right? I just posted occasionally on there because I thought it was fun. I kind of always wanted to be a YouTuber, but in the back of my mind, whilst I was getting onto self-improvement and learning all this stuff, I always thought like, you know what, I should probably set up a YouTube channel because I'm learning all this stuff on self-improvement and I can see the benefits of having a YouTube channel, you know, for me personally to continue like becoming being a lifelong student. You know, it forces me to continue to learn stuff about self-improvement. It forces me to get my ideas out. It's a way of making money online. It's a way of connecting with people, other people on self-improvement, right? So it's all positive to set up a YouTube channel, but it was my own fears and insecurities that were stopping me from setting up a YouTube channel, right? My own brain was telling me, was convincing me that I couldn't do it, that I wasn't good on camera, that I didn't have the money or the equipment to buy a nice fancy camera, so it was doomed from the start. You know, you can't do this stuff with an iPhone, all this stuff. And my brain convinced me that I couldn't set up a YouTube channel, and so I didn't. So for a long time, I just was on self-improvement, right? Just fixed my diet, going for the walks, going to the gym, doing all like the mental work and all this stuff, but I was still just working on these businesses that I didn't care about. And I was still watching tons of videos on self-improvement. So my advice to you is, if you're just starting out in self-improvement and this is like, you're just getting into it, keep watching self-improvement YouTubers. Hopefully you can get some value from me in the future. I do all kinds of self-improvement content on this channel. And, you know, go to Hamza, go to Ali Abdaal, go to Jack Hopkins. He's a self-improvement YouTuber, I guess, right? You can go to all these people and you can get some great self-improvement insights, and it can be super helpful for you, because it was super helpful to me. But it got to a point where I needed to take action. I needed to take my self-improvement into my own hands and learn myself again. It's that quote, you can give a man a fish and he'll be fed for a day, or you can teach a man to fish and he'll be fed for life, right? And if I'm teaching you to fish and Hamza's teaching you to fish, right, all these different YouTubers through YouTube, there's a point, there's a time where you're going to have to stop watching the self-improvement content and you're going to have to go and fish. You're going to have to go and do it, right? You're going to have to go set up the business and do the work. And watching a bunch of self-improvement videos, which I still do. I'm pretty deep into self-improvement. I'm pretty deep into running this YouTube channel by now. And I still watch self-improvement videos, but a much more rarely now, right? I used to watch them every day. I used to watch 2 or 3 self-improvement videos every day. That was like my time, but it almost became like an entertainment time where I come home from work, go to the gym, come sit at my desk, and then I was like going to do some hard work, right? And that hard work for me was just opening up YouTube and seeing what Hamza had posted, right? That's all I did. And so my advice to you is, if you're at that level where you feel like you know enough and you know which direction you need to go and you've got a lot of valuable insights, go and do the work. Go and actually make a difference, because you can watch as many self-improvement videos as you want. You can watch them all day, every day, for years. And do you know what? it's going to hit a point where it's not actually going to help you anymore. It's not going to help your life. It is just going to be a little bit of a waste of time. So what I'd recommend is you go and do the hard work. Go and get it done. That's what makes the difference. The actual work, the effort that you put in is what's going to make the difference in your life. And that's what you came to self-improvement for. And that's what you need to go and do. Right, bro. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you found that helpful in some way. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.